Deputy Prime Minister. That's a story for another time. We may be able to tell later. But now, let's focus on these two magicians of Tetris.
Absolutely, and I think that the drumsticks are one of the more annoying avatars, so that'll just be in my peripheral this whole time.
Oh, if you want to talk about annoying avatars, I can go on an absolute...
I know you hate the crossbow.
I could go on a field trip of a conversation. Like, it's a lot.
But that's just going to be chilling out in the corner here. Both of these players are starting off with this full zone here. Jayden is the first to rip that zone, and that is kind of a high zone. She is slowing down a little bit here, and only a 37 as her first zone. She's going to have to try to build up zone again here as Shark Zone is about to come through. Okay, a 52 and 18, that is going to leave Jayden alive. And she did not have the quarter zone to use there, so very lucky on her part.
Pretty well played from them, to be fair. I'm sorry, I just got distracted by the avatars for about 30 seconds. Bad commentator. Is Shark aware that there's a Shark avatar?
Don't you have to play a lot of Classic to get it? Like, isn't it the one where you have to play a lot of Classic and you have to play it on a Saturday?
I think so, but...
Yeah, so that's like a valid reason to not have that avatar.
Yeah, but now I'm no longer the highest ranked jellyfish.
Oh my god.
Into phase 3 we go. And Jayden just sprinting! 0 fucks given!
Oh my god.
It's okay, I'm not on the official enhanced channel or the official classic Tetris channel. I can curse however much I fucking want. Let's go! Within reason.
So Shark is looking for that higher clear here, doesn't necessarily find the T-spin that they wanted, and that is going to result in a little bit of garbage being put on their board, as Jayden's skimming a little bit, which is going to give Shark some time, but Jayden knows how to play this phase 3 here, and is going to continue trying to spam out this damage.
Nice spin there with the Z. Jayden with an STSD. I'm a poet and I didn't know it. Where's this zone gonna go? Oh, quite far actually. 37 in 14.
Yeah, and Shark is going to be 3/4 zoning up the top here. They have a little bit of
Is
time,
that
but they don't have much
ST
space.
Wait, they're hamburger stacking. Jayden was actually hamburger stacking. Maximum efficiency with the back-to-back. And the speed to accompany it. And Shark blocks. Finds a spin to keep them alive a little bit longer. They can accept one more time. Where's the overcharge? It's not there. And Jayden takes round uno.
Yeah, and that is just our first round here in this matchup. That definitely got quite far into phase 3, so I hope to see more of that as this set goes on.
I have no doubt you will, Lyra. And when it happens, we will be here to scream about it.
Yep.
Or I will maybe, I don't know. I'm quite a loud man.
I'm a little sick. That's why I'm no cam, and that's why my voice keeps cracking. So
Yeah, you're sick as fuck.
Thank you.
Alright. Fuck. What are you doing, Jayden?
What are you doing,
Holy
Jayden?
shit!
Does that even... That's one clear.
Oh! Oh!
That was cute. I did like that. Wiley's dead. I am yet. Oh my god.
Oh my god. Oh my god.
If she'd taken the T-spin there, then I would have had that same reaction, but it was still a wild find.
Oh my god. What the frick was that solve? I think I damaged my vocal cord.
That is bold, Jayden. That is greedy.
Cheeky. I would call that cheeky. I full on like hurt my throat from that. That was just a lot. That was a crazy find. The fact there are people on this planet that we live amongst who can just see that stuff is kind of terrifying. And frankly, the X-Files probably needs to be renewed because that's terrifying just to think about. A 20 with a 61 attack. It's a tower. Shark blocks with the tower. Oh, it's a privilege to watch these guys go at it. Jayden with 2 T-spins compared to Sharkbox finding a T-spin amongst the rubble that is their stack. Alive for a little bit longer, but Jayden is just nonchalantly sending T-spin after T-spin. And frankly, I think Shark surviving this is just a little bit too much of an ask. And that's a round to Jayden once again, 2-0. Good morning, Taha. Welcome, welcome, welcome. Oh, Jayden looking for some sort of shape in their stack. Nice spin there with the L. Really clean. And Jayden actually on the top of the board. I wouldn't say they're too uncomfortable being up there, though.
Yeah, as
and in
we've
fact,
seen so far in this set, for sure.
Yeah. And in fact, being up at the top of the board does reduce soft drop time. So if anything, if you're comfy up there, it's kind of an advantage. More potential for the zone. What's not to love about being high up on the playboard?
Yeah, the risk, honestly, is the biggest factor up there, but these players know what they are doing as Jayden is IRSing here to get that higher self, though that is a lot of incoming damage there that she's going to have to deal with.
Okay, Shark with their first chance here to take a round, but unfortunately, it's Jayden, so they're not going to quite be able to capitalize on it yet. Oh.
And that is fast.
Okay. That is a 30 attack that happened in the blink of an eye.
And I mean, that's what Jayden's known for. Fastest player in the game, and
yeah,
she's going to continue to use that speed advantage. Thought she was setting up a side forward there, but not quite. And that is going to be that phase 3 ding, and that is going to be Jayden starting that zone off with a 2-high TST tower. So there's some early efficiency, good. And she's going to look to take advantage here. Okay, so we end up pretty even here in the start of this phase 3, and Jayden does misdrop and does have to fix this here real quick, but the fix comes out and Jayden continues on. But Shark is over here with an A1 stack, just trying to find some damage of their own.
That zone only did 38 attack. That kind of blows my mind a little bit, because, like, well, they had the T-spin tower in there. Huh. Anyway.
Yeah, but what is this setup?
I see a spin!
Yeah,
I see a spin.
That was good.
And look at the garbage on Shark Blocks' board. Yep, it's coming in.
There's a little secret grade boy in the middle.
I'll take a little bit of secret grade.
Yep. Love that. Jayden up at the top. Probably going to want to be a little bit further down on her board before she zones.
It's not going to be a big zone. We're probably going to get about like a 15 here, 14. Yeah, it's fine. Look, Shark does see the end of the queue, but frankly, again, as I said many times, quite a big ask for them to survive this. Oh, nice. Nice forecast there with the T-spin, though. Is it going to give them an out? Oh, wow! Still alive!
Yeah, but Jayden is just spamming up as a
attack, doable.
Trying to... I don't think that is doable. Do you see that board?
Ah, Jayden's made a mistake.
Yeah, but she also has like 3 T-spins ready to go.
Ah, what? He's got it.
Ooh!
He's got it.
Got in there.
Shark is still alive. Echoing the survival from Albo earlier.
Yeah, and when you chain those quarter zones, you can survive as long as you can try to, but these players know that you have to be spamming out that attack and you have to be unrelenting when your opponent is in that, you know, just quarter zone chaining spot.
I gotta be completely honest. I think like I'm a little bit just like stunned, to be honest, because this is the kind of play we'd expect from semifinals, finals. We are getting a true show here.
For sure.
And my brain doesn't know what to do. I'm sure many of you don't know what to do.
Yeah, but you know who does know what to do? These players. Both of them have this map zone, and both of them are going to start that zone right here. Jayden going for speed over efficiency, which is unsurprising here. And a PC. That PC. Oh, you know what Shark has? A PC!
A PC! But it's a PC right back! We're PC dueling now, boys! Oh my god!
Quarter zone there for Shark. Not using it quite yet. Not using it at all. Just going to continue stacking here.
Look, you've seen a 4-wide battle. Have you seen, though, a PC battle? I don't think so. I love this so much. This is fantastic. Jayden with the ice skim there. going down to about a mid-ranged board, a mid-sized board here. Shark blocks.
And there's the phase 3 ding there. Zoneless transition. I was wondering if Jayden was building up that side 4-eye, but not quite. And Shark is going to be the first to rip that zone. That is a bit of a low zone there, and they're going to have to use their speed.
Double Tetris. Triple Tetris from Jayden.
And there's that speed coming through, and that is a very fast 47 attack.
What is that?
That's an interesting sequence. That is one way to do that there for sure.
Nice setup, Jayden. No, don't know how the hell it worked out for you, but it did, and I congratulate you on your clean play. Speaking of clean plays, what a nice floaty boy that was at the top of the board from Shark Blocks. Getting a Tetris there, taking full advantage of the height, while also trying to simultaneously get away from the top of the playboard. Down they go, but pushed up again by Jayden. They zone to try and maybe reduce some of the attack and get some of their own. Oh my god, the T-spin triple!
Yeah, T-spin triple, gorgeous there. We love to see it. Jayden trying to find more of that clear from this zone, looking through that queue and finds a 49 and 18, which Shark up at the top of the board, that's not looking good for them. They rip that quarter zone. They find a little bit. They see the end of the garbage queue. They have the T-piece in the queue that they need, but they're going to need a lot more than that if they want to come back here. Jayden finds the kill. Jayden finds the closing, finds the round, and so far, this is a sweep.
Yeah, look, Shark Blocks did a lot of things right there. Towards the end, they actually did get through the 2 big zone chunks, but Jayden's pressure outside of the zone, it's something else. Again, there's a reason why they're one of the 5 top players in this game, and it's showing.
Absolutely. And we're back in this phase 1, kind of just formality almost at this point, but with the amount that these players have been misdropping, you've definitely still got to be paying attention to what's going on during your phase 1.
Yeah, we call it a formality, but at the end of the day, like, these players are pretty damn aggressive in phase 1. You gotta stay on your toes. It may seem like a formality. Whoa, I spin? Yeah, I spin. It may seem like a formality, but like with players this good, there can still be a killing blow done there. You gotta be ready. Nice 18, throwing it right back at Jayden. Oh my gosh. I have no doubt they can get out of this, but yep.
Yeah, and Jayden gets out of that and sets up a fractal just for funsies on the way.
Oh no! The eye placement was a misdrop. They tried to clean it up with a T-spin rather than skimming away, but it was just one off. And unfortunately, for them at least, fortunately for Shark, who's cancelled the sweep, unfortunately for Jayden, they're going to drop that round.
Yeah, but Jayden still has a pretty significant lead here in this set. Shark is going to need more than just that if they want to come back here.
I'm sure they're at least breathing a big old sigh of relief, knowing they won't be walking away from this set without a point.
So true.
I guess not every day you take a point away from the JAYDENPPT.
So true.
Jayden with a nice little T-spin there.
Yeah, those T-spins up the top are great. Very clean. And Shark is going to zone now here as well.
Lovely floaty boy.
Oh, they tried. Okay, that works.
Okay. Yeah, that works nicely.
They tried to toss both the S and the Z in there, but then they just stacked them on top of each other instead. And look at that incoming.
Yeah, how do you tackle that?
You don't.
You just don't.
You don't.
Instead, you just lay down and take it. You just lay down and die,
I don't know
guess.
About that one, but we'll go with it. And Jayden here is 2 points away from taking this right here.
Ooh.
Yeah, yeah, right?
Yeah, nice aggression from Shark. Jayden just barely out of there. Just finding a few very clever skims. Accidentally misplacing the eyepiece there. Instead, increasing the height of their stack. Does, thankfully, find some other moves to get an eyepiece down that well. Essentially stalling, right? Okay, this is a very fast zone from both players. Shark finding a 20. Jayden finding a 20. 60 versus 61. And Shark with a card copy. Jayden with a fractal. I can't keep up with the amount of plays that are going on.
Yeah, both players looking to bring this into phase 3 pretty soon. Getting towards that 60,000 point mark for both. And that is some interesting holes in the stack there from Sharks. That's going to take them a bit to clean up. And they're looking to count to 4 while doing it, which is kind of insane.
Oh,
I love
that little...
the T-spin.
Yeah, that was amazing.
It seems like players have been getting a lot better at that ever since Season 2 in Tetrio. Ooh,
yeah, because there were definitely a few players... Oh, there were definitely a few players who could take full advantage of the spins. I think one of the probably the best examples was Kazu back in 2023. But since Quick Play 2, I think a lot of people in TEC are taking advantage of that practice. And we're seeing a lot more of exactly that, yeah.
Jayden up at the top, definitely keeping things a little bit scary over here, but handling it really well. Shark just trying to set up these T-spins, but not finding them, having to skim down instead, and that's going to give Jayden some time and some room to clean up her board here, but she does change drop, and that's not going to be good.
Ooh, there's a floating Mino there they got to get rid of, and that's a crazy find! And they're just putting T-spins on top of it. And now it's gone. A long forgotten memory.
All right, and let's see. That is a 55 and 18 there from Shark. That is going to be very tough to deal with in phase 3. And that is actually the round.
Wow.
And Shark finds a second one here.
All right, Shark, just do that 5 more times and you've got the set. So very well played from you. Oh yeah, guys, feel free to donate to the prize pool. Support these players. Yeah, you don't want their talent to just go on, unpaid.
It's kind of like, at this point, it's like tipping a musician. Like, you go out to eat and there's like good live music, you might as well tip them, That's how I see a prize pool. And Jayden with some wild T-spin setups on top of each other. Very much what we're used to seeing here, but still a sight to behold.
You guys tip musicians?
Yeah, sometimes they'll leave a little bucket out.
Oh, you mean busking? Oh,
no, like, okay, we can have this discussion.
Yeah, I think this is an American thing. I know about busking, but I don't know about tipping a musician, like, performing at a bar or something like that.
Like a restaurant, yeah, that's a thing.
Wow, that's crazy.
You can, like, request songs for them to play that way. Anyways, Shark up at the top.
Oh my god, the house!
Yeah, the house, there was... I also want to point out that it was unnecessary. There was a solve that didn't... Yeah, there was a solve that did not involve that.
Yeah. But they found the cubby solve. I love that. That was so sick.
Showing that they know where those pieces spawn. If I'm being honest, I never know where the pieces spawn. It is tough.
At the top of the board, Lyra. At the top of the board.
Yeah. On the side, though, right? Like, it's
that'd be a crazy mode. That'd be a crazy SSL game mode. Like, the board is just rotated. The pieces come in left to right. Wait, I need to write that down. Hang on.
Okay, God. Okay. So both of these players are zoning here. They are going to bring us into phase 3. Shark is going to be the one to actually hit the ding, and they have this nice little dono here. And I'm trying to figure out what they're doing with these here. Okay, just bringing it over into that, but a little bit of damage on Shark's board. I love that I can hear you taking out a marker right now. Oh.
Sorry, the priorities.
Right, Jayden is starting up this side 4 wide here. She is going to rip part of it in zone as well. Doesn't get as much out of the combo as she was looking for here, and is going to just go for the high clear. That 22 attack doesn't really make its way to Shark's board until this follow-up here, and Jayden is going to be setting up. It's like a side 2 wide. No, she's not going for the 2 wide. She's going for the eye piece over there into the T-spin, which is a much better move. 2-winding is not your friend in phase 3, I will say that.
Okay, I'm back from my little hiatus. What did I miss, Lyra, while I was writing on my beautiful notepad?
The 4 wide started.
Oh no! This is my fault. I earned this. It's my punishment. Nice T-spin find there. And the Tetris find at the top of the board from Jayden. Shark with quite a bit incoming. Gonna cancel it out, and they're both sitting on max zone. Who's going to force the other to activate first? That is the question of the hour that I'm excited to see. And the answer is Shark blocks.
Yeah, but they do have that nice stack going into that zone. They do find some attack, but let's see what Jayden has. Jayden has the color stack of their own. Little bit of skimming at the top. That's a very nice eye kick over, and that green is going to give lockout. And that puts a couple of chunks on Shark's board. They're quarter zoning here, and both players are going to be left pretty low on their boards.
Oh, wonderful, wonderful little T-spin there from Jayden. Foregoing the next overhang and instead just setting up for some sort of... Oh dear. They got a little too greedy, it looks like.
Yeah, not looking great. The Z-spin is great.
Oh
it's
my
the S-spin.
God!
It's honestly, it's beautiful. And a little bit of that gets onto Shark's board, but Shark is relatively unharmed here, and they're going to continue with these
the TST! Okay,
Wild
Jayden's last
stuff
30
here.
seconds. Yeah, something else just happened there, and
Okay, Shark is now on the ropes. I'm not quite sure if it was a misread or a misstack, but there was something that didn't go well there for them. And that is honestly, it's not looking good for them right now.
Look, they've got that... Jayden, what are you doing?
Okay, that's normal.
No way!
The TSTC's been towered.
That surely secures the round, right? Surely.
It must. Oh, no, that's survivable for now. There's no overcharge yet.
Oh my God.
No quarter.
my
There's the
God.
quarter zone. They have a little bit of survival, but there's again
They're alive.
no overcharge.
They need 2 more lines. No, wait, they needed another line. Oh, I miscounted.
Yeah, but that's a lot of damage. Jayden is just finding these T-spins, and that back-to-back is helping her out here.
What the hell is happening?
There's another quarter
They
zone.
did the overcharge again.
Why not?
This is probably the best valve we've seen so far tonight. Go
The
on.
fact that they can still see the end of the garbage queue there is insane.
So, okay, it took literally everything, every stop that Jayden could pull out to kill them there. Like, I just want to point that out. The pressure that Jayden was outputting there, like, maximum, right? And Shark at the top of the board was able to survive for about a minute. I mean, the TST tower at the top of the board.
That was
with
hilarious.
a C-spin resolution. Yeah, and then the STSD after it. Like, oh. That might be one of my favorite plays.
Jin, what are you doing? All right, Jaden's surviving. Yes.
Yeah, I think we're alive. I think we're all
good. We're good. Everything's good.
And a zone from Shark blocks with a counter zone from Jayden. It's going to cancel 16 more. Look, Jaden's been known to experiment with quarter zones in the past. It could work out. But Shark with what looks like a pretty hefty 61 in 19.
Perfectress there.
Jayden with a big chunk there. I think they're in trouble.
Yeah, I think they are. I think that this is Shark's round.
Yeah, wow. I made the joke earlier that Shark's only got to do it 5 more times. They've done it twice more. Wow. I think OSW has put our dynamic perfectly into words. Wiley will always scream, and Lyra will always use sarcasm.
Yeah, I don't know. It's just kind of like, it helps when you're already freaking out because then it like adds to the sarcasm and it makes it more obvious that it's sarcasm, you know? Because if you're a new player watching this and you're unfamiliar with competitive TEC, you might not understand that I'm being sarcastic, but it kind of helps if we have like...
Oh my god, the 18 in about 4 seconds!
That was fast.
45 attack in 4 seconds!
That was insane.
Okay, if Shark dies here and we don't see any more zones from Jayden, I'm gonna place a bet here that their zone APM will be like 600 a minute.
But we continue on here. Jayden almost having this full zone yet again.
Oh, what the fuck, man?
And Jayden is going to not quite put it over into phase 3, is going to try to push this over into phase 3 now, but I
Look at
think
this speed.
Shark is still going to get that phase 2 zone timer, but yeah, this isn't good, and Shark knows it, and they're just kind of like setting up center 3
Yeah.
wide and not really fully getting the combo out of it. This is kind of a Hail Mary.
Yeah, it was a decent combo, but I don't think it's nearly enough. Definitely didn't have a lot of potential. But they're gonna be dead, and that's the set. Look, nice try, but look at the zone! I called it! I called it, dude! 6-14! That speed in the zone was crazy!